Hello there, and welcome to this episode of A Tiny Dot in Space, where I explore the various areas, territories, counties, states, governorates, prefectures, whatever they call the first level of subdivision of the countries on planet Earth. And I do so on GeoGuessr. And my objective is A, to explore and see places I've never been to and probably will never go to. B, have some fun, hopefully, while I'm doing so. And C, try to play a perfect game of 25,000 points on GeoGuessr in whatever area I'm playing at any given time. Succeed in doing so, that area will be considered done and dusted and will not feature again in the series. If I fail in doing so, well, it might feature again at some later stage. Today we're going into something I know will be tricky. We're going into Lebanon, and we're going into Beqaa Governorate, or Beqaa, also known as the Beqaa Valley, or the Beqaa. And what I recall from this, from my late childhood and early teens, was that this was constantly being referred to on the newsreaders and correspondents on from the Middle East as a hotbed of the Hezbollah and various resistance fighter groups / terrorist groups. So one can hope that things might not reflect that in this area. I wouldn't know. So it's an area with a bit, well, the numbers are fairly old. They're from 2017. So in 2017, there was 534,000 people living in this area. 1,336 square kilometers, plenty big enough for me to get into trouble. And the capital is the city of Zala, which sits, or Zaleh, sits up here, and had in 2017 an unofficial estimated population of 140,000. Let's see if there are other sources on that. No, the numbers are not. Well, it's actually the third largest city in Lebanon after Beirut and Tripoli. Let's see, Tripoli is up here. So, oh well. Well, there is a fair bit of third-party photography here, or coverage, and down here in the south. And I have no idea what the official coverage will be, but if it is anything like the one in Beirut or in Sidon, which I played a while ago, this will be troublesome. And I know that there are hardly any signs that I can read. So this will be a tough one. But we're gonna give it a go anyway. That's how I roll. So yeah, let's see now. And I'm gonna put the challenge link in the safe spot, so I can post it in the description section of this video afterwards, so that when it is posted, you can try and play along if you like. Well, well, we got a mosque at least. And the trouble in this province, this governorate rather, is, excuse me, I think I've heard of Bar Elias, by the way. But anyways, so, and now we've got Mount Hermon, right. I don't really know what direction to go in this place. I think generally heading north might be a good idea. That should take us towards at least one of these population hotspots. So let's try north. At least we're in a town of some sort. Ugh, I really don't like when things do like that. Okay, so we can't go that way. And the struggle here will be for any information I can use. That is going to be a real struggle. At least the coverage in this place is maneuverable. It doesn't... Okay, so we can go north now. Cool. Unfinished buildings. Lots of apartment blocks. But yeah, this is a densely populated area. There's like 400 people per square kilometer. And now comes the question. Now that we've found a thoroughfare, will we be able to read any of the information on it? St. Thomas, okay. Hmm. What's that? Ah, yes. Just an overview of the service station facilities, or rather the services, rather. Layun Station, and let's see if it is at all possible to read any of these signs. Oh, that's interesting. That's a lot of contributors to fixing this place up, but Ab Elias, where Bar Elias could we possibly be? Bar Elias. Saint Elias. Hmm. Ramia Travel Agency. Travel agencies, well, that's a bit of a. I wonder if we are in. No, we're not here. Doesn't look like the map agrees with me. So, oh, there are more Eliases. Yes, Cobb Elias, Cobb and Cobb. That's got to be the same. That's got to be the same. Let's see now. We got Tufik Abu. No. There's one there. Tunfoil. Hmm. Yeah, I am dead certain this is the town. Now to find exactly where we are. I would say that we're here. Hey. No, 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 none of that. None of that nonsense. Let's try that again. In some of these places, you just have to be nailed to the arrow. This kind of fits. Oh yeah, there's the Leon. And, okay, let's see the Jabber Jabber. Is this where we came out? Or was it over here? Let's see, where did I put my... Let's see now, so we got Caesar. Yes. But... I think the boutique should be placed there. especially given the street going up here. Okay, so we could possibly have been down here. There's a mosque. We weren't quite up at the street. So let's have a look at this. That mosque looks very promising. These two buildings look very promising. So if I look northeast, I'm looking at the mosque, yes. So I should be about here. Nice. Good start. Very good start. Whether we will continue like that, that's another question. Let's go north again. Looks to be in the official, or rather in the proper Google Maps coverage. So that's something at least. Ooh. Okay, so that was as far as we got that way. Let's try in this direction. Arashat? No. Okay. Seems to be a an area less inclined to using Latin letters. Ooh. Are we in one of those? Let's see now. Are there any options? Just hope we're not in a snipped off bit of coverage, and if I am, then I'll be absolutely screwed. Pardon the French there, but that is the truth. We can go this way. Saved by the bell. I would like to hit a proper main road in this town. Mosque to the north. We've been heading west for a bit. Now we're looking like, okay, so we've got the Sawan station. Not sure whether it's taken a siesta or whether it is out of business. Ragal Mukhtar. And that's all she wrote. Okay, well, there was another intersection down there that we could have gone differently in. So I guess we'll just have to. Here we are at the mercy of the person doing the coverage. Now, this is not very promising, is it? If we go that way, we wind up sort of back at where we were at the start. Let's see if we can get anywhere this way. this possibly be it? Wondering if this could be it. It kind of fits, doesn't it? Let's see if I can find back to that intersection with the chicken thingy. Let's see. Of course, when I want to find it, that's going to be the last thing I find, right? Let's see, but it should be down here somewhere, I think. Now let's see, so... Yes. Oh, please, please, please let this be the spot. Oops. Gonna pour myself a last shot of aquavit before doing this thing. Yeah, the only thing that sort of twigged me here was that prime chicken thing. It says global chicken on the sign, but you never know. So, okay, well, that's a huge shot of aquavit. That might last me into the next episode. So anyways, so let's see. This all looks very good. The road is doing the right noises. Now, so if I am right, we could be like maybe up here. Let's check. That kind of looks right, doesn't it? Small shack there, that thing. Some buildings on the opposite side, these. And then it's an open oh gods, I hope I'm right. I hope I'm right with this one. The road's supposed to bend a little bit. Let's see, how many blocks do I have to go? Let's see. Quite a few. But at least we should be able to go straight ahead all the way. There's the megastore thing, and there's an F&B bank. Let's see now. Motorcycle rip. No, it should be about here. Home, Lebanon. No, this has to be right. I cannot imagine. Well, I can imagine that it isn't right, but it just screams to me that this is right. How that was the chicken, and it was only due to the chicken. The chicken was the only thing that gave that away. Oh my goodness gracious me. But okay, we have... But how on earth did that get so hard? I mean... Let's see, where are we? We're just south of Zale. That's just the most insane map ever. Oh well, let's move on. I'll blame the aquavit for my shortcomings. It looks like we're in the same area. Different road though. And possibly a different day. Let's see, we'll go northwest. I have issues with your coverage, Google Maps. Let's see. This one. Ooh. How am I ever gonna pin this one? And what? No building. That's the one over there. Okay, here's some really, really, really weird stuff going on. Some really, really, really weird stuff. There's some seriously weird stuff going on. So, what is going on here? So if I do the long count, I can... This is really extremely odd. As in totally baffling. And makes no sense whatsoever. Huh. This is beyond compare. I mean, I was confused in the previous round, but this... Not sure there will be a global chicken to save me here. So we're still heading northwest. I have no idea where I am, except that we are in the same general area as we were in the previous round. That is the location we just were at. Just further down the road. I have absolutely no clue what's going on here. So look at this. And then that location disappears. And I look around and there's nowhere to be seen. We've got a random weird location behind us. Going west into this intersection, and look what comes here. So we're actually down that road. Well, it looks like we came up that one. So we're on a road that goes kind of northeast-y. But it's not here. There's some real mystery going on here. This is turning into one of the oddest rounds ever. Okay, so we're passing something on the south side here. Passing a very large building. Beqaa joy. And the only road in this area that it could possibly be is this road. And the road is straight. Ooh. Hello. The Beqaa Joy Resort. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere eventually. So the Beqaa Joy Resort is that. The trouble now is, where the heck am I? Because if I move, it seems that we're somewhere around here. So that road going in there should be that one. Should be. And I look east, looking south of that building there. No, that doesn't work at all. That doesn't work at all. Okay, we're looking north of the intersection, but no, no, no. We're looking southeast. We have to be on this road. Well, there's something inherently very, very, very wrong here. Because here we're looking westwards towards the Beqaa Joy Resort. Here, the road is going southeast. And the Joy Resort is in the northwest. Right, so I think I will trust my instincts. This is the correct area. Now we need to figure out. There's a building in the trees here. That one. And we're a bit away. Let's see now. So if I look perpendicular to the road, we're kind of looking at that building. If I get this one right, it's going to be a bloody miracle. Let's see. Okay, that is so wrong. And you can see why it's wrong. That is just dead wrong, so I will not accept that. I will not accept that as a wrong move because we were definitely not there. So that is a bad, 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 bad geolocation. So I'm not going to accept that. I will accept that as a 5k. So if I 5k the rest of this, I will do that as, I will view that as a perfect 25k round. Yeah, that kind of took some of the fun away from this particular round, but no matter, we are going to finish this one. Still 2 rounds left, and we're in a slightly different area now. So, okay, so I know I've learned a couple of things now that we cannot really trust the Google locations here. There's a town up there. I think I'm sort of in the same general area, just differently located. Let's see. Yeah, no, I shouldn't be going on about going north because I've been stifled every time I try to go to the north here and try to hit the main road. But I'm going to persist anyway. Of course, being full of aquavit and barley wine doesn't help, but that last round, that kind of took the mojo out of me. I mean, you work that hard and you find what you know is, at least if not the precise location, it's very close to it. And then GeoGuessr just, or rather Google Maps, I'm not going to blame GeoGuessr for this. Google Maps just messes it up royally. And yeah, so it's fitting that I was running along the Litany River in the second round. As that's sort of given, sort of related to the word of litany. Okay, I guess we got some refugee camps in the area. As there's something UNHCR here. Yeah, it would be great to get a gist of the general area, but this is somewhat different. There's a lot more Arab spelling going on than in the previous places. Salam for you. No. Just as you're approaching the juicy bits of the town, whoever drove this car is going, no, we're not going to go that way. Well, let's do the little, like, quirky bits, like, you know, where you have to really dig in. That doesn't seem too unlikely, does it? Let's head back once more. So let's see, we're going past the mosque here. Turning northwards. Turn northeastwards. Northwestwards. Generally northwards. Now we'll go north. Just ignore anything else. Just keep going north. Or northwestwards-ish. And then we wind up westwards. And then we wind up here. Going northwestwards. We could have come from here, you know. That's an enticing thought. Just ignore those things on the side, those green sides, things on the side for now. Let's see, then this intersection could well be this one. It does have a turn down there. And then it splits again. We came from down here somewhere. Now let's see, how far down do we go? There was a mosque down here somewhere. Let's see, once more. We're going northeast. Then we're going north to north-ish. We're turning, going past this thing, going northeast. North again. Doing a quick about turn. Until we hit this road to the northwest, which is this road, I think. So we come past that spot. This is a good northwest. Could we have come through here? Let's have a look at that. Let's see now. Could well be this one. Going around the corner here with a mosque, which might be this thing that is marked on the map, but without a name. Then we got buildings on the south. Ooh. Okay, now this is starting to look right like the real McCoy. Okay, so how far did we go? Let's see. So we got, well, we can't, okay, now we can see the mosque. We got an intersection here, which must be this one. Ooh, 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 please, please, please let me be right about this one. Oh yeah, that's got to be it. That's got to be it. We're kind of midway between the two. This is this pile of... No, there is... Is there actually a building in here? Huh. Well, so let's see. If I look eastwards, I'm just middle of the side of the inside of that building. Like there-ish. Make sure we're on the road. Click and be 159 meters away. Great. One more round to go. Well, this is what we've been looking for all the throughout our plan and the entire game. Sunrise Station. Gonna guess we're in Saleh, except that the road is, well, we could probably not in Saleh. Dual carriageway. Looking for that fueling station. Apparently that's not here. Oh, we haven't quite checked and finished though, but nope, can't see it. And the aquavit levels are now so high that I'm starting to, my toes are starting to tingle. Salah al-Din Gallery. Well, that's rather ostentatious for a gallery, isn't it? And you would think a thing like this would be Now let's see, there's this bridge over here. Professional security systems. Okay. So we're heading... I want this to be around here somewhere. But want to and is definitely two very different things here. But that's kind of the only place with a dual carriageway that it could be. So... Gallery Oscar. Okay, let's just look around for this. We've got professional security systems. Let's just look around for some more businesses. Orchardin, yes. Ah, so that's what Sala Altin is. It's not a gallery as such, it's a furniture store. Of all things. And there's a sunrise station. Well, okay, let's not be hasty, Master Hobbit. That alley down there is the one that goes here. So looking straight south. Actually, let's look straight north. Looking straight north. That's not the Sala. No, we're over here. So we're looking sort of a third of the way of that block. Hereabouts, right? No, that's not right, because we're not looking into that alleyway. I'm a little wrong on that regard. Let's see, and of course I'm on the opposite side of the street. So that ought to be pretty good. Well, not sure I agree with that, but hey, it got the job done. So yeah, that was a brutal map. That was an absolute brutal map, and no way I am ever going to accept that number 3 round as a correct round. That was clearly not in that location. I will die on that hill. And that was, so I'm going to green flag this one as completed. But yeah, those 3 rounds in the middle, they were absolutely brutal. Did I enjoy this? Well, I have to say no. Because of the... Well, okay, so I mean, I did 5k 4 rounds. That has to be taken into account. But that one and the nature of the coverage here is just mind-bogglingly not bad, but the only word I can think of is inexplicable. So I'm afraid, Google Maps, you have probably released a country before it was ready to be released. So with that in mind, I have to be happy with this score. And as I said, I'm going to green flag it because that was clearly not correct. So yeah, in spite of all of that, I'm glad that you're still with me here on a tiny dot in space. And I hope you'll join me for the next episode when it's up. And I hope it will be a little less fraught with inconsistencies. Until then, bye-bye.